Hey guys, welcome back to another video in Priscilla's World. So for today's video, I'm going to show you a fall nail set. So I'm going to give you all of the information from where I get them and all of that stuff. So if you have any questions throughout the video, please comment down below and let me know, and I would be happy to answer your questions. If you have any suggestions of any acrylic sets that you'd like for me to share, please comment down below as well, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you guys what I'm using for today's video. So first, you're going to be using, mainly using Mia Secret products. So it's the Cover Beige. We're using Copper Metal, Cancun, and Coffee. So these are the colors that I'll be using today. I will be using these fall colors. And then the monomer that I'm using is from Young Nails. I will be using these nail tips, which is square, and I got them from Amazon. And then I'm using the nail prep, which is a dehydrator, and then the primer, the Mia Secret nail glue, and then a 100-180 file, and I cut a buffer in half. And then the brush that I'm using is from Young Nails as well. I think it's a number 6 or 8, I'm not quite sure. I think it's a number 6. But this is the brush I'm using. And then I'm using this cutter from Amazon, and tapping dish with a little cup that I got from Amazon as well. So this one I did the hand, I got it from Amazon. I do not recommend this hand because I don't know if you can't tell, but the thumb is gone. It like broke when I got here. I don't like it because it keeps like going forward and then the nail just pops up. But this is what I have right now, and I'm not able to get a new one, so I'm gonna work with what I have. So also, I'm gonna do a little something different for this video. I'm just gonna show you and then just talk over on the video, just because I did get my wisdom teeth removed, so my mouth is a little sore. But if you guys have any questions in today's video, if you guys like this a lot better, just let me know down below in the comments, and I'll gladly answer any questions for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Guys, so the first step with an actual client is to remove the cuticles. So you're gonna first do that because obviously it's a fake nail. I'm not gonna do that. But right now what I'm doing is I'm removing any shine from the nail, which will help to adhere with the primer. And you just need to make sure that there is no shine on the nail, the natural nail. So that represents the natural nail right there. Alright guys, so the next thing you guys need to make sure is to trim down the nails of the client, just to avoid the natural nail and the tip having a little space, because that can create bacteria. And then you just need to wipe off any dust from the nail, just to clear it up and to see if you're missing any areas that have like shine or anything like that. Alright, so right here we're prepping our tips. So to select your tip to fit your nails, you need to make sure it's covering sidewall to sidewall. If there is a little bit an excess and you don't have the perfect tip for that client, you can file the sides to make it fit their nail. Okay, so once you're done prepping your nails, you're going to glue your nail tips just for a couple seconds, and just make sure that the sides are glued as well. Alright, so next step is shaping your tips. So whatever desired shape they want, you're going to shape them that way. I do recommend to do it before you do the actual acrylic, because when you do acrylic, it's going to be a lot harder to shape the nails. You just also blend your tips to the natural nail to avoid any lifting. So I decided to move the camera just to give you guys a little bit of a better angle. So here I'm just doing shaping as well. I do look a little funky with my sides because I had the camera right in front of me, the tripod. But yeah, so that's basically what you do, and I'm just gonna fast forward into this. Alright, so once you're done with that part, now you're going to rough and remove the shine from the tips, and just continue to make sure that you blend the tips to the natural nail, and that way you can start the acrylic application. Alright, so once you're done with that, we're going to put some alcohol on the brush, and just to remove any dust that we have on the nails, on the hands, to make it as clean as possible. And then once we're done with that, we're going to, if it was a real client, we're going to dehydrate the nails, also to remove any dust or any oils left on the natural nail. And then after that, we're going to prime the nails. So once we're done prepping the nails and priming them, we're going to start with our first nail. So first nail I'm going to do an ombre. I'm using the cover beige, and I'm using the copper metal colors. Alright, so you're going to start with the ombre on the middle finger. So I'm going to place my bead where the tip and the natural nail connect. And then I'm just going to use just sliding it down as much as I can to use as much of that bead as possible. Because it is a darker bead, you do need to make sure you're cleaning your brush as much as possible as well. So a little tip to not have to file a lot towards the end is making sure you're keeping your side walls nice and shaped, and also keeping the front just as sharp as you can. This will help you to reduce a lot of your time when you have to file to shape the acrylic. Like I said in the beginning, it is a lot harder because it takes a long time, since acrylic is a lot harder than, you know, a natural or a regular tip. So yeah, just make sure that you're cleaning the sidewalls and everything to keep you from taking as much time when it comes to the filing part. Alright, so as you guys saw, I did do the cover beige bead. So you're just going to put that bead and then slowly kind of bring it up, and then slowly and very lightly brush down, and that will create that ombre look. Alright, and then we're done with that ombre nail. I am going to make a video specifically for that, so that's why I'm not going into much depth into how to do an ombre. But yeah, so now we're going to add some fall leaves onto this nail, and then I'm using the Young Nail Speed Clear to encapsulate everything together. So once I put my leaves, I did make sure to first put some clear on the leaves. That way they don't move around whenever I put the acrylic powder. On to the next nail. So for this nail, I'm going to do an ombre with glitter. So when I do an ombre with glitter, I first start with the nude color, and then I go on with the glitter, and that way I can kind of like spread it over. There is an ombre where you do it the opposite way, but it just depends on how you want it to look. A little tip that helps me when I do an ombre, a glitter ombre, is first I make sure that less than half of the nail is a solid glitter. There's no like transparency or anything like that, and then I start spreading the glitter up to create that ombre look, and that way it doesn't have that harsh glitter line, and it looks fuller and it looks a lot better in my opinion. Also, when you do an ombre, you always have to encapsulate your ombre. So whenever you start filing, you don't file your perfect ombre. So once you achieve that, then you go on with a clear to encapsulate it. As you can see, my thumb is broken. So I only have 2 more nails left. So I'm going to go all over the index and pinky fingers with the coffee acrylic powder. And then I'm just going to add some of the glitter that I have, which is a Cancun acrylic powder, and just create like little swirls on them. So enjoy! I'm done doing the little sparkles. Now we're going to encapsulate with clear. Anytime you do like any designs or anything like that with acrylic, you need to make sure you do encapsulate them to avoid just filing them off. Guys, almost done. So next step is filing. So you're just going to go and refile again just to make sure that you have the perfect shape that you and your client want. Just go with a file. Like I said in the beginning, I'm using the 100-180 grits file, and I got this one from Amazon. So I'm not quite sure how many came in the pack, but it was a pretty good price. And then the e-file that you see right there, I got that one from school, so I'm not quite sure where they purchased it, but I really like it. I think it was like $200 or $100. I'm not quite sure. But depending on your price range and what your budget is, you guys can purchase them on Amazon, or you guys can, purchase from Young Nails, Valentino, whatever you prefer. I did purchase some from Amazon, and to be honest, they weren't that great. At the end of the day, I just spent like about $60 to $80, and they kind of broke like in 3 months. So depends on what you want to spend on. Now we're just going to buff the nails and just smoothen out the area. And then once we're done with that, we're going to clean again with the brush and alcohol. So now we're moving on to top gel coat. I am using D&D, so this one you do need to clean with a lint-free pad and alcohol to remove the stickiness on the top, and you just leave it on the LED lamp for about 1 minute. So because this is a fake hand, I'm not going to put cuticle oil, but after this step, that's what you would do to finalize your acrylic set. Thank you so much for watching today's video. This is the final look. If you guys have any questions or any nail sets you guys would like for me to do for the next video, please comment down below. And I appreciate you guys watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and also to give it a thumbs up. Bye guys, see you guys in the next video.